Hello everyone, it's Linda. I'm still not over the flu that I've had, but I'm doing better. I think I might live now, and but my voice is still kind of bad. But I wanted to get the stitch by stitch video made because I haven't. I've been lax in doing that, and then I was sick Sunday. So anyway, I wanted to catch you up on how many I've done. And I have to go back and count them, and I will put that in the video description because I failed to count them before I started the video. But anyway, I have been making some landscapes, and also, I made this 4x4. Actually, it's 4.5 by 5, and of this little bird, and there's a whole there's 2 videos on how I made this one, so I won't elaborate more on that one. But then I made some little landscapes, and I really had fun doing these. I tried to use up a lot of my silkies, fancy fabrics, fringes, just embellishment, kind of scraps that not necessarily just cottons or other, textiles like that, heavier wovens and things like that, but just the fancy little stuff. And so that was made out of this, trims and threads and laces and fancy little things. Okay. Now this one was one that already had an embroidery pattern on it, and I just went in and did some additional stitching on it, and I thought it was kind of cute, and I'm gonna add it to something, but I thought, why not use the embroidery that was already there? And so that's what I did. Okay. This is another little landscape, and again, it's using just the fancy little stuff. I think the sky area is a piece of quilting cotton, the blue, but everything else is what I call out of my embellishment or fancy stuff, and it just makes such a cute little landscape. And this is another one of the same done. Again, the sky on this one was a little piece of quilting cotton. The little circle was cotton. And then I grabbed threads and laces and little motifs that were on other silky fabrics. And anyway, just collage those together in a little landscape. Landscapes they just come together if you just grab some scraps and throw them down and sew them in place. They make a landscape. It's kind of crazy how that works, but when you think about it, you go out in nature, nothing's planned out there in the sense that it's got to lay a certain way. It just grows, and so landscapes can just grow too. Now I have another one, that landscape that I am incorporating in the Perfectly Imperfect challenge for the large book, and it's going to be the centerpiece of this page. Let me bring it up for you. And so that's one way that I have used one of these so far. 2 of them are on another page that I have a video. The last video I made for the challenge, video number 9, I believe it was, shows the other 2 landscapes that I made, and they're on a different page of the book. So that's 3 of these that's gone into the challenge book so far. But isn't that pretty? I love those colors, and that just centered that page so pretty. I really like that. Let me turn it this way and let you get a better view of it. Okay, all overall. Also, let's see here. I'm making the greeting card booklets. These were for befores that I made previously, but now I'm putting them into the little cards, and I have video on how I make these, so you can look that up there on the card there. But you can see it's just 2 pieces of fabric. It's hand sewed basically around. It's raw edges. There's nothing hard about taking 2 pieces of fabric and a raw edge. And just decide how big of a fabric you need by what I did was I just put my piece down and folded the fabric over until it fitted nicely like that. And then I cut it, and then I cut the other piece to the same size. And hand sewed this on. You can see the hand stitching there. I did machine sew this little pocket on. Okay, and then that's just simple with the stitching in the back. This, I haven't finished the card yet, but on this, I will print some kind of saying on fabric, and then I will tie that, tack tie it, like tying a quilt on the 4 corners, and then I will put it in here with a pamphlet stitch, and that will be a booklet, a greeting card booklet. Now this one's the same way. This is, let me take that pin out because I still have the top to sew here, but I am sewing it on, and this one's made exactly the same way. What I did with this one was I cut this piece of fabric, then I cut the lining fabric larger so that I could just pull it over the edge, and I machine stitched it. It's all raw edges, so nothing there hard. I am putting this on there, and I'm thinking about leaving this part open for a pocket on the front here. So I just need to stitch a little bit more right here on this corner, and I'll be closing that little pocket up. Then I'll machine stitch this piece of scrappy trim here to the inside of the back, and it'll be a pocket. And then I will do the same thing, put some type of greeting that's printed on fabric, then sewn onto the card, and then put the card inside. And probably cut this one down just a little bit. It's a little bit, needs to be just a little bit smaller than the actual dimension of the top. So that's what I'm doing with these 2 pieces that I've got. So I will take the count and put it in the description of how many I've made so far and how many I've actually used in other projects and utilized them for something. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. That is some inspiration for your 4x4s. You can, when you have nothing else in mind, you can always do a landscape. Just put stuff down, push it around a little till you like it, and then sew it. And it doesn't have to have, for instance, this one, the pearls and all, make kind of a cloudy sky, okay? And this little flower motif makes like a sun. All right, the angle of this makes it look like hills. It's just, it's in your imagination, basically. This looks like a sun or moon, whatever you want it to portray. And this just looks like stuff growing in the foreground. This, I'm not sure what that is, but I liked it like that when I put it against that blue. I said, well, maybe it'll be a harvest dark moon. Maybe it'll be sun covered by flowers. Maybe it's just a bunch of trees back there in the back. I'm not sure what that is, but whatever it is, I like it. And then this, it's like, what is that? It's some kind of growth back there. We're not quite sure what that is either. And then just all the growth up here. Okay, just little bits and pieces. Utilize something you've already got. Maybe, I think this was cut off of a shirt. Actually, yeah, it was cut off of a shirt. Had some broderie done on one side of the front panel of the shirt. But isn't that cute? And then this little one here is done with the little fancy fabrics and just different stuff. This fabric back here comes with this stuff on it, but doesn't that look like a pretty cloud back there? I like that. So just use your imagination, and like I said, just move it around, and it'll take shape and say, okay, I'm a landscape, and then sew it that way, and have fun with it. So until next time, please continue to stay scrap happy, and be sure to do your stitch along for these 4x4s, because you're going to really love yourself later in the year when you've got so many of them done and they're ready just to pop on or into a project that you want to do, or they're just giftable items. Whatever you want to do with them, you'll just be glad you have a stash of them. Okay, until next time, this is Lynda. Bye-bye.